This is part 2 of the custom track tutorial series. Today I will be giving you a brief explanation how to get your 3D model from Blender into Mario Kart Wii. Once you have a fully modeled course, go over to the Scene tab on the right and change the unit scale to 10. If you have more than one object, select all of them, and in object mode press Ctrl+J. That should combine every object into one if done correctly. Then select the one object and enter edit mode. Press A to select everything and then press P and separate by material. Now head over to the right and change the names of each object as you wish. Now it's time to export. Go to File, DAE, and don't change anything and export it. If you don't already have Mario Kart Wii Utilities, go to the description and install it. After that, press N on your keyboard and this menu should show up, and go to the Mario Kart Wii Utilities section. Now select the correct object and change the collision type accordingly. Once you're done with that object, select Apply. Once you're done with every object, head down to Export KCL. Here's a formula I created that makes sure both the model and collision are the same size. So for us, the unit scale is 10, and let's multiply by 100. That gives us 1000, so we put that on the KCL scale. And the KCL scale does max result at 1000, but you can get around this by either changing the unit scale in Blender, or just upscaling your entire track in the editor. One last thing, you will need to remember this number for later. You should now have these files, the textures, the DAE, and the KCL. Now open the DAE file with RiiStudio. Select BRRES model, and set the model scale to what that number was. Now save the file. Now you should have both the collision and the BRRES. With those, rename the BRRES to course_model and rename the KCL to course. Now open Lorenzi's KMP editor and load the KCL. I personally prefer the KCL because it gives more color and I can see my track better. Now go to the left and click Starting Points, and hold Alt and click to add your starting point. You only need one. Use these to manually edit the point. You can do this with every section. Now, under checkpoints, add one by holding Alt and clicking. To make the checkpoints connect to each other, hold Alt and drag from an already existing point. Now at the point to connect the loop, you need to Alt drag to the other side. Now change the type of the checkpoint here to what you want. Now go to Item Path and make a path along the course by holding Alt and dragging. After that, go to Enemy Path and hit Copy from Item Path, unless you want the computers to go a different route than the items. Now go to File on the top left and save the file. Now open Command Prompt and enter this command. Now create a folder with this name. Now put all 3 files in that folder. And make sure each file is named correctly. Now drag the folder into Command Prompt. The full command should look like this. Now press Enter. Now you should have a completely functional .szs file. Now you can put this in a My Stuff folder or Revolution mod. If you don't feel like booting up your Wii or Dolphin, you can go to this website and load the BRES file there. It has to be the .BRES file, not the .szs file. Note that this will only work on Dolphin because we didn't add a skybox. I will be discussing this more next episode. If you want answers right now, message me on Discord or in the Discord server.